Fuck, marry, kill. SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs.
From the depths. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode In the Slot. I'm Moobie.
I'm Samele.
And Ray is still in Italy.
Ray in Italy.
And she's missed. I wonder if she was going by Rachel over there.
Probably Rachel.
I bet she was smoking those Italian cigs, getting lit.
Dude, I've been seeing a couple of people away in Italy this past week, and I'm like, you look like you're not even in this world. Like,
I know.
Where I'm looking out my window in New York and what they're posting on their social medias.
I feel like everyone's abroad right now. It's not even Italy. It's like Spain, Croatia.
It's making me so jealous. And then I get pissed because then I'm like, not being appreciative of my life here.
I know.
But guess what? Yeah, I'd rather be in Italy right now. I would rather be in Italy. And this is the time where I wish I could close my eyes, open them, and I could be wherever I wanted.
I know. Well,
but no one's thought of that yet.
The closest I'm getting to Italy is Outer Banks next week. So I'm excited.
That is going to be a good freaking time.
I'm just excited. Like, a vacation to me, and I've said this so many times, I feel like, but it's just sitting my bum in the beach, going in the ocean, which I hope it'll be warm enough, because I used to go down in North Carolina every year, like in July, and the ocean was like warm. I don't know if it's going to be that level of warm yet, but it's like the Ugly Mug Cafe, the Froggy Dog, Grandpa Crab. Like, it's going to be
it's so fun and
kitschy,
like rusty. When I was in Long Island, Saturn was pretty warm this past weekend.
Oh yeah.
But I think that when you're in the Outer Banks, are you driving or are you flying? What did you guys decide on? I know you were up in the air.
We're flying, because I've done the drive, and it's like 9.5 hours, and God forbid you hit traffic, and like getting onto the Outer Banks. We didn't know what we booked when we booked it. Like, where we're going in the Outer Banks is actually the furthest south on the whole thing. Like, we could.
I didn't realize that. I knew you guys said it was hard to get to.
No, there's one bridge that like takes you to the Outer Banks, and we're like all the way down 9 miles, literally. And my Airbnb host.
You didn't look at the map before?
No, like, I guess I thought there was maybe another bridge. Why is there only one bridge?
You just saw like cute little bungalow, and you guys were like,
it's literally called Pirates Retreat. I'm like, let's fucking go, arg, baby.
I would be sold too.
So we're gonna fly to Virginia and then rent a car and drive like the 3 hours.
But seems so mature. Like, that seems so mature. Like, you're literally 23 years old and you're flying to a different state with your boyfriend.
It's gonna be fun. But my Airbnb host has made it like pleasant time, because every review he gets, he's like, by the way, I just got another 5-star review. Here's my review.
He keeps you updated?
Yeah, literally. He's like,
he wants you to know what you're getting.
Let me read you some of the things. So he's
money's
like,
worth.
I'm like, thank you. Hopefully the weather sticks out. You're welcome. If not, we have Netflix and a nice couch and an incredible TV. Bed feels like a Marriott bed.
You have Netflix? Are you kidding
I'm
me?
like, okay,
what
Craig.
5-star luxurious resort is this?
This is where it gets like too much. I'm like, why is my Airbnb host texting me? My son Jason will be there in the main house. He just got into town after a 6-week hitch and golf supply ship. You guys will probably run into him. He'll hook you up with the bikes. He's chief engineer on supply ship to oil rigs. So when I'm there, he treats me when we go out. I'm like, I go, Jason sounds like the man. He's like, yeah, he is. He's like, went to college, got a worthless degree. Worked on NC Ferry for summer jobs.
Is this all about Jason?
This is literally all about Jason. And all I'm saying is like lit. And he's like, worked on tugboats in Norfolk, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, then went big money working on the big ships. I go, that's the way to go. He's like, where are you coming from? I see your area code. It was the longest conversation of my life.
So he loves Jason. He loves his son.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Like, do you remember the prank when you would call your parents to be like, hey, I'm going on a brand trip on an offshore oil rig?
Yeah, and then they would get pissed. Or the ones where you're like, I'm in prison, and then they start like screaming, crying.
Yeah, well, it's like, this is a collect call from Dutchess County.
I remember I did that to my mom in college, and I was like, oh yeah, like I got arrested for dancing too hard. Like, thinking right away she'd get it. Guess who didn't get it?
She definitely was like,
how are you getting it? We got dance moves. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
To get arrested.
How was your Father's Day?
My Father's Day was really nice. My parents were down in Maryland. My mom was coaching lacrosse.
Like, shout out Meg for still coaching. All 3 of her, two out of 4 kids play college lacrosse, and she's still giving back to that college community.
Still involved in the game. She just loves it. She can't get away.
That's literally like Sabrina. For those who don't
dedicated
know,
her life.
my sister reincarnated might be Kelly's mom, who's are really similar.
And it's a really crazy connection that we figured out. Also, that reminds me and Maddie might join a lacrosse league this fall.
We might be picking up those sticks, coach. And if you're listening,
tying up the cleats.
Tying up those cleats and playing some defense, baby. Sabrina's like, you will be joining the lacrosse league in the fall, and we'll go get drinks after. And I'm like, pish posh, she's gonna take it so seriously, but it could be fun.
It's gonna be fun, but also too, like, I feel like we're good in those scenarios. Like, if people like want to take it seriously, we can buy in, but then we can also check out.
Yeah, because I can be like, okay, this is really not that deep.
Yeah.
But if it's a barn burner game, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, we better.
What if it's you back on that
8 meter? Oh, Kelly's referencing to this one time. So when I look back at my college lacrosse career, one moment that sticks out to me as like a highlight was I got a game winner goal, no biggie, and I didn't play the whole game.
A lot of people don't have this.
No, and my mom really, shout out my mom. She's like, give yourself more credit. You guys were D1 and you did everything that D1 does, and like, yeah, you maybe didn't win, but you guys did it. So, mom, this is for you. Yeah, we did the damn thing. We worked as hard as D1 athletes, and we did a lot. Anyways, I didn't play the whole game, and it was pouring rain, freezing, Poughkeepsie weather, just shitty.
Windy.
Probably the fourth quarter.
There's maybe 13 people in the stands, and that's including all of our parents.
Yeah, and the vibes are just low. And by then, when you're not playing the whole game, you're just like, all right, I don't want to be thrown in with 2 minutes left, because that's even worse. You're like, I haven't even warmed up, haven't even touched my stick. Guess who gets called up to the damn box? Me.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm on the field and I see trotting in, oh, little tall blondie. Here she comes.
Here we
She's
go.
like, hey,
well, I literally just like, I don't even think I warmed up my stick. I just like got in the game.
Yeah.
There's like 2 minutes left. We have the ball. We're down by 1, right? To tie it or to win?
No, it was to win.
It was tied.
I think it was to win.
Yeah, so we were tied. 2 minutes left. We're doing like, I don't know, Florida, our plays, and then all of a sudden, the first time I get the ball, I'm like at the 8 meter and get fouled. And when you get fouled on the 8 meter, you get a free shot. So the first time I touched the ball in the whole game was on the 8 meter. It's pouring rain. Kelly's next to me.
There's under a minute left.
This is like to win the game.
And it's to win. And we didn't have a lot of wins. So since these were scarce, they were needed.
And I always didn't want to do it. Like Sabrina, my sister, always says I'm athletically like downgrading myself, or what's it called? Depleting.
Or degrading.
Degrading. Yeah, I'm athletically degrading to myself.
Maddie is extremely athletic.
Because like when I'm watching the Knicks game and like there's a game-winning shot, I'm always like, that could never be me. I like don't want the ball.
She's too humble.
So, okay. Well then I get the ball, I look at Kelly and I'm like, should I shoot it?
Yeah.
And you're like, go for it.
Like,
and I shoot it. I'm like, and it went in and it was electric.
It was electric. And it went in high too. You shot high.
I think I literally went upper 90.
Yeah.
It was just the bread and butter, that one cradle pump, and it felt good.
It was so fun too. Like, we like celebrated our goals, but not like crazily, but like that moment felt like
Meanwhile, then Blick.
It felt like fireworks.
Then Blick by, I don't even know the artist's name, starts playing and I can't sing it, but it's a crazy goal song.
Yeah.
And that was like the only time I really played. So.
You look over at the parents, are like,
they're like, hey, Schrader. My parents were like, she scored. Aw, that was so fun.
I love that. Because your dad, were your parents big in your lacrosse life growing up, like in your sports life?
Oh, I'm like, let's get into my trauma. They weren't. No, they were. They came. They tried to.
I was just trying to get into how your dad's relationship with you.
I mean, our dad core. My dad was like the coach of every rec league. Would volunteer. He was like my brother, all my siblings' coach, and then was my coach in soccer. And would just like volunteer, and he loved it. And he also played in his own leagues. He played basketball and he played soccer in college, obviously, so he was athletic. But yeah, he tried to come to a lot. It was always the worst. Like I remember going to lacrosse tournaments where you needed to like show out for the coaches, and you needed to prove you wanted the ball. And I'd literally be like, our transition was always my worst nightmare. Like in the midfield, like I wouldn't want it because I just want to get down there and settle.
Yeah, and you're tired.
And I just remember those car rides where your dad's like, and if you want to play with the big leagues, you're gonna have to want the ball. And I'm like crying.
Dude, I would hear on the field like, bend your knees, Kelly Rose, bend your knees. And I'm like,
no, literally. But I do appreciate my dad because he made you work harder.
Yeah, 100%. My dad came too. It's funny too because when I was younger, like my dad was my older sister's coach too. So it kind of seemed like it was just like supposed to happen that way. Like he was just supposed to be the coach. Like that was how this world works.
Yeah.
But like looking back, like I'm so grateful it was him because like I think about like how much he got to like see me in that environment and how much like I got to see him. Like he would literally like yell, like literally my best friends to this day, and he would have us like all on the end line, like running sprints because we're doing cartwheels.
That was always the worst, and they would get
cartwheels.
mean, and you're like, ooh, sorry.
Or I remember this, my dad would get like so hype up to all the music, and he would like hype us up in the car, and he'd be like kind of like rapping, he'd have like the windows down, and like he'd be like, oh, we're gonna go play this game, we're gonna go play this game.
Like with you and Aaron?
Yeah, and it's really like U2 on, or Eminem, or like whatever's going on. He's like hyping us up in his own way.
That's such an underrated thing, having a twin in that sports world, because even you said before, like, I was never nervous going to a camp or whatever because you always had a buddy. Like, that was the best because you could just, like,
it was
partner pass with her.
No, I never had to have, like, sometimes I'm like, I feel like I need to get pushed more, but I never had to have, like, a random roommate.
Yeah.
I never had to walk into a room literally by myself.
Yeah.
Because I always had my sister with me, which
that's
was
why
really
the twin
nice.
bond is like even more close than a sister because it's like you reincarnated and you're just like doing life together, and that's so fun.
Yeah.
But you guys would probably get so competitive. But did you play the same
yes
position?
and no, because we played different positions, but also too because there were so many other people to be competitive with.
Yeah.
It was like she was genuinely the last person I wanted to be. Like I wanted her to do well because like I wanted our family to do well. Like I don't know, like that's how I felt when I was younger. Yeah, like I was like, we both must rise.
Yeah.
Like, but they're like, I don't know. My dad was really present in a lot of
your life, which is awesome.
my sports life. Yeah.
Do you have like twin telepathy?
No, but like I genuinely can tell if my sister, her name's Erin, and if she's like in a bad mood or having a bad day.
Every time you talk about Erin, you always say, by the way, my sister's name is Erin.
Because I feel rude that I always just refer to her as my sister.
Yeah, but
like,
I feel like the people would know.
I should establish her name's Erin.
Always say that. Sorry.
But I can like predict if she's gonna be in a bad mood or like something happened. Like I can like genuinely like I'll like text her that time and be like, yo, is everything okay? Because you'll be like, I was like, I just had a bad meeting or whatever it was, and it's kind of like but it's more like intuition.
Yeah.
So you're miles away from her. She has a bad meeting, and you just
do you get like a tingly feeling?
One day I texted her, and like we're really bad communicators, both of us. Like we don't text on the regular basis. When we were in school, we'd go like probably like a whole month without texting, and then like talk on the phone for like 5 hours. That's always like how it was. And one day, like, I randomly texted her and was like, hey, like, how's your day going today? And she, like, didn't do well on a class or on some tests that, like, we had to go back to. And
so
she
you
was,
kind
like,
of knew to
breaking down.
text.
Yeah, and I knew. She was like, it's actually not the best time.
Wow, that's great.
Felt it.
I mean, you just feel it in your toes.
No, I don't know, does that happen with your siblings?
Not really. I don't really get any urge to be like, baby. You know what is weird though? It was my brother's, like, it was Father's Day, obviously, and then it was like,
and your brother's
like I wished my
Father's
brother
Day.
like Happy Father's Day, Bailey. Like it's just kind of a crazy
That's
concept.
so crazy.
I mean, wild. Should we talk a little bit about like identity after college with sports?
Yeah.
Well, because we were talking about college sports, and then since Ray's not here, Ray wasn't a college athlete, so like I feel like Kelly and I are so in this process of finding what we like to do, what we like to work out, because you form such a not toxic, but kind of a toxic relationship with working out and lifting weights.
100%, because it felt so like necessary
to be good.
Yeah, and also to like it. Like whenever I feel like you have to do something, like my mom's like, you have to clean your room, Kelly, or you have to eat your Brussels sprouts. Like the one thing I don't want to do is eat my fucking Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
So when I felt like I had, like, it was like, you have to follow this workout packet and you have to do these lifts and you have to do this runs today. Like, it was always like,
you just gain resentment towards it. So then when you all of a sudden graduate and you don't have any of that, you're like, oh my God, I have so much freedom. And I think what helps me with it is like kind of, I don't know, graduating college is like, this is my freshman year of like post-grad life. So like no one's going to know what they want to do.
Or
even though
I even feel like, because like also there's also the other side of working out where I feel like it was really nice to work out because I always had like an end goal. Like it wasn't like just to, like work out to feel good about myself.
Yeah, it was like work out to play.
Like, yeah, it was like I'm working out for a bigger cause because how many miles I run today is going to affect my stamina on this whatever first Saturday we play in our first game, but now you don't have like that like reasoning behind it, so it's like you're working out for yourself, and it's like, what are those?
Yeah, I think it's just like finding that self-motivation, being like, oh wait, I actually kind of like working out, and like, or like finding what you like. In the beginning I used to do a lot of just going to the gym, walking on the treadmill, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I kind of want to lift 8-pound weights and do some bicep curls.
You have been lifting. Maddie's been getting into our arms.
Well, it's like,
just funny
and
because
then
I
I'm
always
giving
avoided my arms.
Yeah, which is funny because then I'm giving no love to my legs, and I like sit on the toilet. I'm like, oh, that cellulite was in there earlier. But it's just like, it's normal and that's fine. But you just have to like learn what you want to do with your body. And, or like I started doing Fuse House, which is like honestly almost unenjoyably too much heat. It's so sweaty. Like I leave there and I'm like, that was the worst class ever, but it felt great. So mixed reviews of that. And I think I'll still continue to go.
I'm like the worst because I like my ideal workout is a workout where it doesn't feel like a workout. Like I want to be distracted.
You like the dance.
Yeah, like dancing, or I love like walking to work or walking home from work because it doesn't feel like a workout. But I'm like, oh, I walked 2 miles.
15K steps.
Yeah, exactly. But also too with working out and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I just like sometimes it's because you don't see that direct results where it's like hard to be motivated to want to do it, or like I know I'm not like checking something like off my list, like it's just for me, so then it comes into like self-care and wanting to do it because it's gonna make you into your best mood that day.
Totally. Or like what I like about the heated workouts too is it makes you, when you sweat a lot, I'm like, oh sweet, I'm detoxing my body. Or I think finding that relationship like with lacrosse, it was like, oh, if I'm gonna do 100 righty and lefties on the wall, then like in the game and you're all of a sudden you're like moving and feeling.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, I don't know how my left hands would be right now. If I were to pick up a lacrosse stick right now and have a pass with you, it would definitely be like, oh, muscle memory, but it would feel a little rusty.
No, I think that my right hand shot would soar above the cage repetitively. Also too, okay, but back to what you were saying about like the first year out feels like freshman year.
I think that's a good way to look at it. I think you should give yourself grace if you're listening and you're new and you're finding things. Like just be like, okay, you just got to trial and error. No one knew what to do freshman year of life.
100%. Also too, because I feel like when I started like last year, reflecting on last year, because last year, I didn't realize as I was in freshman year or that, this was going to be like a whole new thing. Well, last summer.
Oh, last summer.
It was our first like freshman summer, I guess, into the real world.
No, because I was going into my senior year.
No. Last summer we did the first Cheez-It tour.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I did the same thing. But yeah,
Wait, that's so weird.
This is going to be our second fall.
Yeah. So it'll be like
out of college.
Like, this fall will be like sophomore year.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so weird.
But I think like reflecting back on last summer, like you're so in the moment where it doesn't really feel like you're scoped out, or that like so much is like happening and it's all new and you're just kind of moving forward, so you're not like focusing on that's different. And my biggest problem that I found out of college is like not like I don't have purpose, but I don't have enough like passions. Genuinely passions. It was so easy having like lacrosse as a passion because it like didn't give my whole life purpose, but it gave me a
played
path.
It for your whole life.
Yeah, and it gave me a path to like follow and go down. And now like it's genuinely like where like I'll have a Tuesday, or like this past Saturday, I didn't have anything to do with my sister, and like I was like, what should we do?
Want to color?
Like in the past, like it would have been something along the lines of like, oh, want to go have a lacrosse pass outside, or should we watch some old film, or sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like, oh really?
But now like I don't know, like there's just like some of that like feels like it's missing, or like, but like on the inside too.
Totally.
Like,
and then it's like, oh, should I start training for it? I think that's why a lot of athletes like get into marathon running or get into like a high rocks training where like there's an end goal. And I think that's so true. Like we don't have like an end goal now. It's just like staying fit for us.
Like even part of me, like I looked up like a couple days ago, like what are good classes, like online classes to take for like business and communication.
Well, that's the thing. So many, not so many, but I think there's an influx of influencers like going back to school and getting their graduate degree, or like wanting to learn. Like this one girl just is going back to school to get her like social worker degree, or like something that she could just like finding.
But just like also just like to add more to your life. Like even like my sister, like when we talk about it, and she has a different life and work style than we have, both of my sisters, And even then, like, they're like, my whole life is like my job, and then it's like my friends on the weekend, which is like so fulfilling and enough, of course. But I think like maybe having that sport or that like overarching.
Yeah, maybe we should join something together.
Yeah.
Should we train for a marathon?
I don't maybe
That
or,
would be
like,
crazy.
Should we do? First of all, I feel like we couldn't.
What, run?
Okay, we could run. I feel like if we could genuinely just do the workout, the marathon. Like
we should do the
one day.
high rocks thing. Have you seen that?
No,
It's literally like actually really hard. It's like row. What is it? You run a certain amount of meters, and then you row like a certain amount, and then you squat
it looks
jump.
pretty. High Rocks Vista.
High rocks training.
It's spelled HYROX.
Do you say?
But there's competitions for this.
Yeah, there's competitions. Like you do it with your partner, and there's like certain amount of lunges you have to do, a certain amount of throwing the ball again, like throwing a weighted ball at like a target.
Ooh.
It's like really hard. It's like, but I mean, it could be fun to like
It
work
could be
towards
fun.
something.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any studies about any of that. After,
Oh,
like,
look, 1
graduating.
kilometer run. Oh, 8 workout stations in order. Then you do a sled push, sled pull, burpees, broad jumps, 1,000-meter row, 200-meter kettlebell farmer carries, 100-meter sandbag lunge. I mean, this is like what bodybuilders like go
Holy.
do after. We could probably, work towards that or something. Or maybe we could color or paint. That could be good too.
That might be a little more athletic demographic.
I totally agree. But like that's the thing. You just have to give yourself grace and time and then hopefully figure it out. Because you know what we like to do? Also drink, and that's fun. It's all about balance.
Yeah, 100%. All about the dang balance.
I got my nails done today, and I got
How'd that
this. It was good. I got this, except the nail lady, and I don't want to complain. She took a very long time, and like I just really thought it was gonna be quicker. I don't know.
Why was she filing for a long time?
Yeah, she was filing, and the cuticles. They always just like to get every nook and cranny with these cuticles. But I got this like orangey red color, and then it got me thinking of like the nail theory. And we have Ben in here now. Ben, do you notice like girls' nail colors, or like do you take into effect when girls have their nails done or not?
Never.
Yeah, like that's what Obi says too. He's like,
yes,
I don't
but I
notice.
know that there are men that are, because I have 2 examples. One example, my sister went into her work without her nails done, and this guy was like, I just want you to notice that like I notice every single time your nails are not done.
What?
And I think it's like one of her guy friends. Like he wasn't saying it to like be a dick. It was more of like he was just like,
Imagine
being a
going
friend
into
of
work
the
on a Monday and you're like, oh, you had a terrible sleep, and then your male coworker is like, and by the way, I notice every time you don't have your nails. That would fucking suck. What the hell? Well, there's like the red nail theory too, which is like if you have red nails and they get noticed.
Then
more,
it's
which
supposed
is
to,
like,
and then also there's the blue nail theory where it's like you wear blue nails and it means like a guy's supposed to know you're taken or you're
What's
in a
red
relationship.
nail theory?
it's like, well, maybe ask chat.
I think red nail theory is that men are more attracted to women who wear red nail
Yes.
polish. Blue nail theory is that if you have blue nails, that means that you have a boyfriend, because typically girls might ask their boyfriend, oh, what color should I do my nails? And boys will say blue, and then you get your nails
Wasn't there
done
a thing
blue.
that like if boys said light blue, it means I saw that video of a girl like sucking a dick.
Oh, good.
Like there was
Great.
like I remember in middle school and high school it was like if they say light blue, that means I saw this video of this like girl basically like giving head, and she had like light blue nails, and it was like hot or something. So that's what I always think of when people say light blue, and I'm always like, well, you must have saw that video.
I think generally these theories and the nail color and having your nails done or not is also like a subconscious thing. Like Ben, I don't know if you are looking for people to have their nails done, but maybe somebody who has their nails done is more put together. Like what if
Totally.
they had dirt under their
Yeah.
fingers?
No,
if you-
100%.
Or if
like,
you have if I have my nails done, I'm gonna automatically like be more confident like holding a drink and like walking into a room, which is like so crazy that like nails could like give you a different aura. But maybe that's what it is too. Like you pick up on their French manicure aura, or like if a girl
Picking up on that nail.
Do you notice if a girl has like long claw nails or like little nub nails?
like the only thing I would notice if they're really gross, and I feel like I actually like would notice that kind of shit.
Yeah, I feel like you would.
Like I'll notice like if a girl is like a cool outfit or a whack outfit.
Yeah.
Where I have guy friends who actually would never even notice. It's just like, does she look hot or not?
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
so crazy to me because I'm so like outfit oriented too. Like if someone has good style, it makes them way more attractive than like if someone is wearing weird outfit. And that pisses me off if a guy doesn't notice style in a girl, or if they think it's like a weird combo, because I'm like, you're not appreciating the fit. You know?
That is a weird style for not appreciating the fit. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I do know what gels are though.
Oh,
Gel nails.
I don't understand long ones.
What
but
are
I feel
they?
like they would get annoying.
They're tips. I do think they're annoying. Like
Just scratch everything.
What are gel nails?
It's like they glue it on.
Nope, wrong.
And it like,
guess again.
You can like pinch it and it leaves a mark.
What?
Like if you shoved your nail into the gel nail, it like
it
leaves a
bounces
mark
back.
Like gel. It's like a fossil.
Sort of, I guess. It's like gel. Gel is just a type of polish and like hardens onto your nails. Regular,
It's like thicker.
and it lasts for 2 weeks. Regular, just like
Kind of
chip
like
off.
a paste.
Yeah, but then there's
But that
dip.
UV light you have to use.
Yeah, that's the nail.
Tips are crazy because tips, like the thing you're talking about, the long nails. I had got them one time. I couldn't unbutton my pants. I couldn't button my pants. Typing on my keyboard was gross.
Yes.
It was get caught in my hair.
You also like
it was
gunk gets under them. Like shit gets under your nails, or
Yeah.
like wiping your butt.
There's
Talk
this
about
one
that.
guy that I see on TikTok, like me and my sister are obsessed with, and his nails, I swear, have to be 6 inches
Yeah,
long.
probably.
And he gets them. I think it's like $1,000 every
like,
month. He
so
goes and gets them
expensive.
done. But the thing is, like, I get it. Like, if something makes you happy, I'm just like, how did you figure out you could handle?
Look
this?
at that. Look at the longest nail. Do you remember getting the Guinness World Record book
Yes.
and being like,
I remember thinking, like, my nails cannot grow that long.
how do you function? Also, what is the point of that? Also, would it hurt if it gets cut off? Like, does it grow? Does it start to grow like nerve endings?
Also, mine break when they're half a centimeter off my finger.
Yeah.
How do they not break half a foot?
I'm
plus?
really into nubby now. Like I used to get in high school, I used to get like acrylic square nails, and looking back, it was like actually jarring. But I think short nails are like clean and put together.
Wait, since we're talking about nails, I actually have a question. It's like I don't even know if this is good for the podcast. I get these little like
Hang
what
nails?
are these called? Like
Cuticles.
yeah, cuticles, and they're just like
And they
hanging.
peel?
And
Yeah.
I kind of just like
Yeah, do you
And then
bite
it goes
them?
far down. You're like, "Ay!"
yes,
Yeah.
And
What
it
do I
gets
do
all
about
red.
that?
No, that happens to me. You need to like lotion them, and you need to keep them like saturated.
Yeah, they have like cuticle oils.
Cut it out. You need to cut it.
Like with a
There's specific.
clipper?
There's specific
Your kitchen
clippers that they
scissors.
use, and you cut it out.
Saw in
It's a
your
hang nail.
backyard.
Look
You
what I
could-
just texted you guys.
You could go to the nail salon and get your nails done. Oops.
is that real?
Those are my nails.
Oh my goodness, Devin.
What? Devin just sent her a picture of her nails, and they're an inch long.
Wow.
Longer.
It looks like someone with a chef hat on.
They're shorter now.
That's your natural nail.
Literally looks
That's
like
my
a
natural
chef hat.
How do they even grow that long? I could never do
What?
that.
So then I asked a guy one time, one of our guy friends, I was like, from Marist, I said, do you like it better when a girl has colored nails or clear nails? And then he said, like, he thinks that colored nails are for like pick me wannabes.
Oh
And
my-
it's also like funny. I know, me too. I mean, obviously, I don't think that every single guy that like has an
Thinks
opinion about
that.
nails is gonna think that, or is like, this is his break or make
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Well, if someone's like sporting like a lime green or neon green, I would definitely be like, eh.
Yeah, I just never think that deep about my nails. Like, I'm like, if I get a color I hate, I'm
I,
like, well, all right,
I
I'll
think
paint
deep
them
into like if I'm like, I think I want that color, and then the name of it's like make them jelly. I'm like, I like buy into like whatever. Like
You love the names.
I love the names. Like this one is Left You on Red, and I was like, hey, so like now
I
I'm-
love when they're creative, like left you on red.
Yeah, well,
'cause they're
that's
red.
what I was. Who is naming all these nails? I saw a TikTok of OPI TikTok, and it was like all the workers being like, "Oh, my favorite color is coffin nut or whatever." I don't even know. what
Java
they-
chip.
they
I think
name.
I don't know. Maybe it's the same people that are in like the connections on New York Times.
Oh, maybe they should collab.
They should.
There should be a connections fucking category like OPI nail.
I was trying to write my own connections.
You
I
were?
like I was just like trying to see if I could like think of 4 niche groups to come up with, and like they get harder.
Do you think
Really
they use
hard.
ChatGPT for that to help them?
No.
I feel like
I feel like they can't. I feel like it's like literally like they're. I just wonder if it's like
well,
a
it's
group
the same
of 10.
woman every time. Who
It's the
can you
same
look
woman.
up
I don't
who
think it's
makes
the same woman.
Connections. Yeah, it's always invented like by
Yes,
Jen Lee.
I saw that, but I thought it was shifting people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Winaloo.
Winaloo.
no one else.
Winaloo, you are good at what you do, baby.
Yes.
Keep editing that damn
Like, how do you keep
connections. 'cause
thinking
I
of
haven't
these
gotten
things,
to,
Winaloo?
I haven't
Give me
gotten to
a break.
connections in like a
Dude, the
month.
past week has been so hard.
I have a cross connections group chat, which is like mini crossword and connections, and like I don't even participate.
and it puts me in
anymore.
a really bad mood. It makes me feel like an idiot.
You know what I've been
I can't
getting
get
into? Zip on LinkedIn.
No, I haven't been playing Zip.
It's fun. I really recommend it. But I just
Really?
learned that the
does
person
it
I
go
send
about?
it back and forth with Today's zip was really easy, but the person I sent it back and forth with has been cheating. She's been taking a picture. She's been logging onto Zip, screenshotting it, and then solving it in her camera roll, and then sending it back to me like when she logs back on, like solving it really quick. And I'm like, so you're literally a cheater and a fraud. And every time
Expose her.
it like tracks you. It tracks how many backtracks you do, and mine will be like 2 minutes, and hers is like 16 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck? But she just told me that she cheats. So
wait, real quick, are you ever getting a mani without a pedi, or is it always
back
a
to the
mani
nail
pedi?
talk?
Yes. I get a mani without a pedi all the time because like this manicure I got, $13 because I just got regular nail polish to like secure it, and I just wanted it to be like a cheap little.
Or like sometimes you don't have time to sit in from the pedi to the mani for like 2.5 hours. Like it takes like a long time. So sometimes you go and you're like, I just want a mani. Or like if you're going on vacation, I'm just gonna get a pedi. My nails are already done.
Or pedicures last longer too.
Yeah, and I've been
what's
getting-
crazy is people get. Do you get gel?
Yeah, I get gel on my
I
toes
would say that.
because it lasts like
Yep.
3 weeks. And then if it grows out, you can't really tell. And I don't know.
The other day I was at a nail salon and some guy on the street walked in and asked if me and my sister worked there. And I was like, I don't work here.
What?
Yeah. Literally, we were sitting at the front, like drying our nails. And he was like, do you two work here? We were like, no.
That's so
We
random.
really don't.
Wait, Dev, were you about to say something?
I was gonna say I get gel on my toes too, but I was also going to explain gel. They paint it, and then with a UV light, it like cures, so it
Into
lasts
gel.
longer. Yes.
Yeah. Except like
gel.
my neighbor on Long Island thinks that she got hand cancer from.
Yeah, that's
UV.
possible. That's because it's UV.
Yeah, 'cause
it's like
it's like-
going in a tanning bed.
Yeah.
it's the
Oh,
same.
wow.
It's the same thing.
Except it
to look
doesn't
for
make you
stuff
really
then.
it doesn't tan your hands for that long because it's like 90 seconds in there.
But it's still exposure.
Yeah.
You
People
know that
really are
Final
against.
Destination in the
Wait,
tanning beds?
yes, I've seen that. That freaks me out. Wait, and I also think my mole right here is maybe skin cancerous because it looks all of a sudden I looked at it and I'm like, this shit looks wet.
Let me see it.
DSL.
Is it
And-
elevated?
Yes.
Always have
and-
to check to see if your moles are elevated.
Well, all
and
my
go to the
moles are
doctor
kind
and
of
get your
elevated.
breast touched.
And go to the doctor, get my breast touched. I self-examine my breasts, but
Sometimes you can't feel it.
there's
You
a-
need an outside source.
okay. Well, I'm talking about my cancerous mole right now, not my breast.
Wait, you should go to the derm.
I should. I'm going on vacation. I'm going to put sunscreen on it. But I also think there might be a pimple underneath it. You know how that sometimes
Oh,
happens
yeah.
where it raises up? Because I started picking at it. I don't know. I'm scared. Anyways, would you ever go get a pedicure like
As a man.
as a man?
No, but you know what I would do?
What?
Get a
You ever-
manicure?
in foreign countries, they have it. You put your feet in a bath, and the fish eat.
Yeah, that reminds me of
and make it really
Victoria's.
I would
soft.
totally do
All like
that.
the little piranhas.
That sounds
nibble
crazy.
it
I think
off.
you would love a pedicure. Like I think a man
I
getting a
think you would
pedicure is
love
like
it, yeah.
so because when's the last time you get your feet rubbed and a nice calf massage
They
and then they
wash
don't
them.
paint
They
it.
give you a
just-
calf massage?
yeah, they give you a
Yes, it's
massage.
like 10-minute calf massage, callus treatment.
They put that cheese grater
They
on your
moisturize.
heels.
Yeah, they clean your cuticles for you. My dad goes.
It's funny that you mentioned the fish eating the flesh off your feet because that was in a Victorious episode. And then Kelly and I chatted before this and we were like, wait, we should do our ideal and nightmare families
Yes.
from like any Disney show.
I didn't add this, but Trina Vega
Would
from
be-
Victorious would be a god awful sister.
So how I did it is I did it my exact family. So like one brother, two sisters.
Okay, I kind of honestly like I did like for my ideal. I wrote down like my 5 favorite dads, but I was just gonna like pick
Oh,
one
that's
off
good
the
too.
list.
So do you want to do your ideal family first?
Hopper, Stranger Things as my dad.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Then my mom, Lorelai Gilmore from Gilmore Girls. Ooh, or I also I'll say that one. Then my brothers.
Hopper and Lorelai getting it on, can't imagine.
Okay, well it'd be perfect because Hopper's a little bit more like reserved and like traditional and more of like get this shit done when Lorelai's a little bit more like likes the extravagances of things. So
Okay.
I could borrow clothes out of my mom, Lorelai's closet and bond over with her like the weekend plans, and then with Hopper he could make sure I'm alive.
And you're safe, totally.
Yes.
Okay, I like the explanation.
And he seems like he gives excellent hugs and can make a great breakfast.
Okay. All right. Hopper.
Yeah.
And can get
Who's
down
gonna
and
date
dirty.
him? Okay, brothers. I wrote Phineas and Ferb because they could build me cool things that I could
Cool,
play on.
cool.
Sisters, I said Monica Geller from Friends because she cooks and cleans.
Yeah, she's
So
oh nice.
I will sit on my
To make things for you,
fucking
to
ass.
cook and clean.
Yep, she'll cook. And she's a girl's girl, so that's perfect. Then I said for a sick cousin would be Kramer from Seinfeld. Like I would just love if that was my cousin because I feel like it would be so entertaining. Every family I've had. I just did one cousin.
Okay. Wow.
And then I said a pet, Jacob Black from Twilight.
Oh, I did a pet too.
Yeah,
Fun.
because I want my pet to be a werewolf.
And maybe possibly eat you?
No, we'd be best friends.
I've never seen that. So
I'd be like, get on his back.
Okay, I think that was pretty good.
Thanks.
Okay, my ideal TV family, starting with my dad, Bob Duncan, chill, normal. He can fix things.
Yeah.
And like he seems like go with the flow. Then I forget her name, but the mom in Modern Family, the blondie.
Claire.
Claire
Duncan.
Claire Duncan. Bob Duncan, Claire Duncan, same last name.
No, Dumphy.
Oh, Dumpy. She's blonde. She's cool. I like her vibe a lot. And I think that would
She's
be
kind
awesome.
of a hard out.
Yeah, but like she'd motivate me and like be like, all right, get on the field.
She'd light the fire under us. And if you had Bob and he's chill.
And Bob's chill and he can literally fix things. I'm like, I want a new shelf.
Yeah,
Boom.
good yin yang.
So then my brother, Nick from New Girl, would love that.
Yeah.
He's amazing. But I sort of would probably like get a crush on him because I think I like Nick.
I love Nick.
Sister Rocky from Shake It Up.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to dance. I'd want to vibe. She seemed like the cool girl in school. And then Sierra from Love Island as a sister because I love her and she's so cool. And I want to like hang out with
so
her.
much wisdom.
Yes.
Like every conversation with her, you're learning about yourself and the world.
Yeah, and she can do great hairstyles and like she's hot and a baller. And I feel like we'd just be a power duo.
Yep. 100%. Want me to read you my like other
Nightmare?
No, or can I read you my other dads that I didn't pick as my top draft?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna read all of them. I'll just read my favorite ones. Okay, this was a hard one not for me to pick. Lenny Fader from Grown Ups. That's who Adam Sandler plays.
Yeah.
And Mr. Hollywood, like you get to live in a mansion in California and then you have this lake house and like your dad's just a man who's banking threes in the reunion game.
Wait, is that Adam Sandler?
He's putting back beers, yeah.
Okay.
And he just like has his guy friends and he has this like hot Italian wife. Like he just seems like
So is he your dad or are you marrying him?
Well, if I could, I would. Okay, these are the other dads I also said. Ted Lasso.
A lot of dads coming out.
I did have a lot of dads. Ted Lasso, classic.
Okay.
Sandy Cohen, the OC. Alfred Pennyworth from Batman. He's not really a dad, but
he's like fucking 80 years old.
Yes, but he would be a great dad because he's old and he's wise and he's comforting and he never judges and asks too many questions. He just does.
Much better grandpa. He's absent. He's too busy like making the Batman with Morgan Freeman.
So you want trauma?
Shit. Well, I thought he would be a great...
No, that's a good grandpa. Like imagine if you had Andy Cohen and then...
Yeah. Then I also had Nate Pullman from Wonder. I thought other good moms would be Erin Brockovich. I know you never saw that movie, but I think you should really see it.
But I think I know the vibes because Kelly watches that on the plane and she's like...
She hypes me the hell up, okay?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Then also Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld. She's not a mom, but she just gives like, she would just be the coolest mom ever. Yeah. Then another brother, I said, this is like my ultimate. I should have said this one instead of Nathan Fur, but RJ from The Blind Side. That guy is ride or die.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's the most loyal person I've ever
I literally stick to
met.
only Disney. I really should have branched out.
Well, honestly, like RJ is like genuinely someone who I'm like it's like one of my inside
RJ's not the one that they save. He's
no, that's Michael. Oh, that's Michael.
RJ's a little kid.
Yes, the little blond one. And
he's like so.
He like never throws Michael under the bus or
Michael.
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 What is happening? You're like, hurry, Michael.
Okay, good. Other sisters I put Alex Russo, which is a random place. Because guess what? No matter how much you get in trouble, you're not getting in trouble more than Alex Russo.
Totally.
Just sorry, I feel like I picked a lot of sisters to like point the blame away from me. But that's how I feel also.
But I think that's inner trauma because you got in trouble a lot growing up.
True. Good point. Then I also said Elizabeth Bennett.
I thought you were about to say a lesbian.
And my other sister, a lesbian. No, Elizabeth Bennett from Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Because
so many. She's gonna be like, oh, Kelly.
I couldn't pick, but Pride. No, because she just speaks so eloquently.
Yeah.
And I want her vocabulary. She's a word wizard. I want all of that from her. Also, she just has her head on right. Okay, and then the other cousin I said was Johnny Drama.
Extra work, people.
And the last one, the other cousin, Johnny Drama from Entourage, because once again, another really loyal guy, really comedic relief.
Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
sorry.
No, those were great and amazing.
I have to share all of those.
No,
but I
yeah.
just wanted-
No, and I'm glad that you did because you really went out of the
Thank you
Disney
for
box.
listening.
Of course.
There's one sister you fumbled.
Who?
Quinn from Zoe 101.
Ooh.
Okay.
Why?
She'll do your homework and she'll make contraptions that excite you, like the banana apple.
That was a good
Contraptions
one.
that excite you sounds a little wrong.
No, but
cool.
she could make you like a silent leaf blower to blow out your hair.
What was she
So
like?
in the
Really
morning-
smart?
So
Wicked smart.
smart.
Wicked
She made
Remind
smart.
Dad of
everyone on the
gutter.
campus pass out.
Oh, that's crazy. I
With
don't
just
remember
a little
that.
What
sound.
about
Yeah.
Spencer from iCarly?
Yeah, he'd be a great
Oh,
brother.
he would be a great brother, but Freddie would be a horrible brother.
Freddie from iCarly, yeah, or like
Yeah.
Sam Puckett as a sister would get pretty annoying. Well, that's
You
what,
would get beat up.
But
If
that's
I
how.
were Freddie's older brother,
Oh
just,
God,
like,
you would
like-
have work
make him
to
do whatever
do.
you-
Yeah.
So that leads us to our nightmare families. My dad. I'm like, do Phineas and Ferb have a dad? Because he's my nightmare dad. Because he's not
there.
existent. He literally isn't a thing. So him. I feel like the mom from Wizards of Waverly Place is cool, but she gives like helicopter and like don't do this. And
Is
don't
her
do
name
that.
Gloria?
I forget her name, but she gives a little helicoptery, and that would freak me out. Jackson from Hannah Montana as a brother would really piss me off. Like I would just get so annoyed with him. Like,
Oh my God, I think Jackson's hilarious.
I would just get so pissed off,
I know.
especially when
He
annoyed.
messes up and never has what he needs.
Or
to.
you know what? To double down, like maybe Rico as a brother.
Yeah, because he's evil
Yeah, that would suck.
and a money fiend.
This is, I don't know. I guess this would be another brother, but like the dog from Dog with a Blog, I would hate to have because I don't want a talking dog who's smarter and cooler than me. I'd be like, can you
It'd
fucking
make me
stop?
really insecure.
Yeah. Is he a boy? Probably a boy. And then Allie from Austin Alley, I just never fucked with her. So having her as a
Allie
sister.
from Austin Alley, yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Austin was way cooler.
Yeah. And then I get jealous. She was
Allie
like
at least did
canoodling
that,
Austin.
like smiling.
Or Rainey Rodriguez.
Oh, okay, Randy Rodriguez is hilarious.
Oh my God. Rainey Rodriguez,
Jesse.
Jesse, and
Or
like
Ollie.
another really cringe person as your three sisters would be crazy.
Stella from Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah, that's a great one too.
Okay.
Fuck,
Damn.
marry, kill. SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs.
From the depths.
Okay, obviously Mary Patrick. I want my love to last. Thank
What?
you. That would be the most
He
entertaining.
doesn't even know anything.
Kinder than everyone.
Kindness, but can't remember his first name.
Yeah.
He's like, hi.
But they're just like his little sweetheart.
All right. So finish the rest.
Then kill Crab because I don't want to get pinched. And SpongeBob,
Bang him.
SquarePants, take him down.
He's got a lot of holes. Oh, I guess you don't have a penis. I would marry SpongeBob, bang Patrick, and kill Krabs. Probably.
Yeah. Thinking back, that was probably the more like,
But that makes sense that you would marry Patrick and I would marry SpongeBob, I think.
yeah. SpongeBob's pants are just, he seems a
So
little too.
you're marrying the fry cook over the business owner?
Yeah. Wait.
Krabs has bread.
Oh, true.
But he's frugal.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
And he's kind of evil, right? What about Plankton? Tiny guy could get the work done.
And I've only seen Crab's dating life like fail.
Oh. In the
He-
movie?
Yes. Every time he like took out Miss Puff or whoever he was.
Miss Puff.
Whoever he date. Okay, it never worked out for them.
We do another F, Marry, Kill with people.
Oh, wait.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I could only do SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Mrs. Puff, Pearl.
I'll give you my
Nightmare?
my nightmare family.
Say, quote it. Okay, this is Kelly's
Quote
nightmare
it. This
TV
is my
family.
nightmare family.
TV family.
Will Schuster from Glee as my dad.
Oh my God, that would blow.
If I had to wake up to him singing to me in the way he does it, he's also a little perv. And
But your
yeah.
dad would wake you up singing? Or is this
I'm saying if this was my dad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mom, Hudda from Love Island.
Oh, that's good. We both
And
did.
that's like mean because that's so real.
We both did Love Island people.
And I'm not actually saying I wouldn't like Hudda's daughter, I'm sure lives a great life, but Hudda,
Yeah, she's America's #1 public enemy, and that episode was the craziest episode I've ever watched right now. And she realized that America doesn't like her, and it was crazy.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, because we vote on the recoupling, and it's nuts.
Oh God. Okay, then least favorite brother, Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He is so freaking mean. To his brother. Yes. Roderick, he's the one who's in the Dirty Diaper band.
Oh yeah. Oh and yeah, that's how I know him.
Yeah.
Roderick Greg Rowley.
Yeah. Okay, obviously
I don't know
fuck
Greg.
Roderick.
Oh, Greg's
Mary
the little fat
Rowley,
one?
kill Greg. Greg's killed. Mary Rowley, kill Greg.
Isn't one of them like low-key kind of hot?
Roderick.
Okay, so Mary.
That's the brother, but also if that was my brother, that would suck because he's in a band called Dirty Diapers, wears eyeliner, and is mean to me in my one.
But you know what eyeliner I like
friend.
the best? Elf.
No. The one that I'm wearing today, Maddie, I've been doing, I don't know if you noticed, I've been trying to do more of a subtle wing.
And it's been good. Your wings have been killing it because you're using the Elf eyeliner.
Lock-on liner and brow cream. I don't use it on my brows, but I've been using it, and I use a brush. And it's like this thick putty, and you dip it in, and it does not come off my face.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to control than the liquid liners, and like it dries fast, but I have like a 5-minute span while where I'm doing it. I can have 5 minutes to quickly put it on and then adjust with a Q-tip or my fingers.
Yeah.
To the placement I want it.
No, it looks so good. I've been loving your wings lately, and I think it adds a subtle effect to your makeup, especially when you have a slicky Ricky. As well as Kelly's eyeliner that she's been rocking. I've been using America's #1 primer. Unlike Huda, America loves this primer. Yeah. It's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I use it every day. Locks on my makeup, and I also use the e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray. I use it in between my concealer, and I've been loving this e.l.f. lip balm, and they have it in these mini sizes, and I just put it in my pocket, and this one's a perfect.
And it's nice because it's so affordable. So if you misplaced one or you need to restock, you went through it, you can just easily get another. Also,
$10.
Last thing that I gotta
$10.
hype up in the e.l.f. department is their Halo Glow that they have. Their bronzing Halo Glows, and it's so nice.
The bronzing drops are so good.
It's so nice because the sun hasn't been out. But that doesn't have to affect anything in my makeup routine because I just add a little bit of that and I'm tan as if I was outside the day before in a UV9.
Yeah. No, really gets the job done.
Damn ocean.
At only $10, Power Grip Primer is an incredible value. You can find it anywhere, and you can also find it at elfcosmetics.com. Use code in the slot INTHESLOT for 15% off orders. $35 or more with free shipping. So go get your own e.l.f. products. Use code in the slot. Best in the game. We love e.l.f.
DM us if you need any more reps.
And I think Catherine just had another race recently. So shout out Catherine. Hopefully you are going around those tracks fast, and we love you and we support you always. Anyways, you were talking about Roderick and how he had bad eyeliner.
Oh, yeah, he did have bad eyeliner. And he was just really mean to Greg, honestly. He never let Greg do anything with him as an older brother. And, yeah, so he's done.
Okay.
Then this was
sister?
Least favorite sister, Nessa from Wicked.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Damn you, Nessa. Okay,
Yeah.
You're never there for Alphaba. She didn't choose to wake up and be green. Literally, she's like, oh, she wants to find love. Like, little freaking...
No, and think about it, her whole life she was... getting beaten down because Nessa was the favorite child, and like she never. Oh yeah, that would be.
She acts like woe is me because she's in a wheelchair. No one looks at her different for being in the chair, but guess what? People literally screamed at your older sister and threw rocks at her.
Yeah,
but no, Nessa.
That would suck. Nessa, come on! I thought you were gonna say Nessa Barrett.
No, I'm a stand of Nessa.
Yeah,
Bobby. And then I said the worst pet, Marcel from Friends.
Who's Marcel? Oh, the monkey.
That guy's a dick.
I thought you were going to say Marcel the shell. Remember
No.
Marcel, that would suck. Also, I just think having a monkey as a pet would be a lot, like really hard to, come by and just like really a lot to take care of.
Yeah. I would want to have a monkey because I act human-like. So I feel like that would be fun if I was lonely.
It would give you hugs when I needed a hug.
To have a monkey, but at the same time, yeah, I feel like it's really inconvenient. Like, do I have to go to a special vet?
Wait, speaking of monkey, did you see that? Okay, so Kelly and I went through a big Planet of the Apes phase in college. Great movie. We love Planet of the Apes. We would do this during the cross, and then like
on the fields.
We watched the Maris lacrosse game last year or this year, and they were doing this. We were like, our legacy lives on. But a guy on Love Island literally has on his right chest Taylor, who should have been voted out. Amaya, you had your chance. It literally says like ape, no kill ape.
No kill ape.
I'm pretty sure. I think, can you look it up, Ben? What the exact thing is? But I feel like that.
No kill
you're like,
ape.
yes, Kelly and I lived by that, but I would not tattoo that on my body.
No.
Yeah. Literally says that on the corner of his chest. Ape shall not kill ape.
Ape shall not.
Wait, have you seen Austin's tattoo?
Ape shall not kill ape.
That's a crazy thing.
And to get that tattooed onto yourself.
That means you really have to love Planet of the Apes, or just like, I don't even know. I would never do that. What's Austin's tattoo?
I just want to know for Taylor, like what? Oops, sorry, you can say Taylor's first.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say for Taylor, what is this quote? Like, I feel like when you get something tattooed on yourself, usually it's because it means something bigger or signifies something in your life. So what exactly?
Maybe
I understand the bigger reason for ape no kill ape.
Maybe somebody got killed that he knows or something,
Yeah.
which is sad. But
Wonder if there's a
I just
story
feel like it's a
behind
little big. Like, I feel like I would. There's also a guy on the show, Ace, who literally just says Ace on his back. Like, A-C-E.
His name, and it's filled in.
It's so big. And then Austin has a woman drinking a pina colada on his whatever that is, on his stomach. I don't know.
He loves his pool girls.
There's a lot of funky tattoos. What's your take on tattoos, Kelly? Do you think they're attractive? Would you get a crazy tattoo?
When I was younger, I was so pick me, and I was always like, if someone put a gun to my head and I had to get a tattoo, I would get a freckle, or I would get a white tattoo and it'd be a scar.
That's so
it would look really cool. I know, like the
a
worst.
white
person ever.
tattoo to be a scar?
But now, yeah,
like you have appendicitis?
I'll just get something like like really white and big on my side.
amazing.
It looks like I got like bit by a
So
shark.
what do you think now?
Now I would get a tattoo. I don't think I'm really necessarily going out of my way to do so, but I'm not as strongly against them as I once was. I think like the one tattoo, like now if I were to get a tattoo, not that it like has to have significant meaning, but I would want it to have like some kind of meaning, but just because I like dual purpose. So if I'm going to get something that I think looks cool, I'd rather something that looks good. I'd probably get something about like my siblings.
Yeah, me too.
Like like something like that. I don't know, but like in a cool way, or I don't know, 4 flowers or 4-leaf clover.
I think what's so in right now is like patchwork tattoos, which I think are like cute. But they also like throw me off a little bit because it's like a house here, a bolt here. Like it doesn't look like coordinated. So I think I would do probably one tattoo for my siblings, or like Sabrina and I were tossing around the idea of like getting something for our apartment that we lived in. But I see it as like once you get one, you just want to like keep getting more. So I'd probably want it like a small one, maybe on like my ankle or like my
I see
wrist.
sometimes people have them like behind their ears or in between their fingers. Yeah. I think that can look cool.
Maybe we should get one.
Yeah.
Like a 4-leaf clover.
Slot.
Oh, slot.
Right above the.
But I do think tattoos on a guy, like if they have a whole sleeve, like could be attractive. But it just is sad that they get preconceived like thoughts about them when you do have tattoos. Because I don't think it affects like.
No. I think it's like about the vibe you have. Like sometimes I think it's. I don't know if this is like a stereotype, but I think it's so cute. And like they have like the really like hardcore players on like the TV shows who have like all the tattoos, and they're like the softest.
Yeah, like you would think they're
person.
like, oh, this badass guy, but then all of a sudden they're like,
the sweetest.
I want to be a baby.
Oh yeah, like won't even like put you in your room for 5 minutes.
But I don't think it's a sin. Like I think everyone should be able to get.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think it's like really a preference. My biggest fear is just what will it look like with wrinkles. Like that's my only like personal preference about it. Otherwise I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I don't. If someone has like a huge face,
it depends what it is. Like ape shall not kill ape. Like I'm sure has definitely meaning to Taylor, but I would never do that.
I think it's more of the ace. If someone had like their own name across their back, I'd be like, well, how am I not supposed to think you're a narcissist?
Yeah, totally. And he gives that vibes. Ace is like really just hopping to every new
it's hard to give the
bombshell.
benefit of the doubt in that situation.
It's literally crazy right now. This is my first time ever watching Love Island, and I'm like aghast at how absurd it is. Like you have to be really really a type of person to be able to go on that show.
Would you get a tattoo for your boyfriend? I feel like that's the kind of people on that show. It's like they would get a tattoo for their boyfriend.
Well, that's what I think Taylor's tattoo, or sorry, I think that Austin's tattoo of that woman is a past lover. And I think he would put Shelly on the other abdomen.
This tattoo that Austin has, like that girl's boobs are lifted. Do you see that?
Lifted hella.
And
then what? It's like a Cupid.
Put attention to detail, baby.
It's two like cherubs on either pec. I think Austin's underrated. I think that he's actually kind of funny.
I think he's absolutely hilarious. I know I'm behind you. I stalked him on Insta, head to head. I think that he is so funny because he's like low-key so ditzy and like silly, but then and he's like genuine.
He like seems ditzy, but then he says something like so profound. And everyone's like, oh,
he
Austin.
just talks in riddles.
Yeah,
like riddles that we like don't know. But I love that like golden retriever goofy behavior.
Yeah,
and I like seeing it from
then he's
especially
also
when
like,
everyone else on the show is so serious.
But I don't think he's golden retriever because like, I feel like Nick's sort of like that. He's like goofing around, jumping on the bed. Like all of a sudden, Austin's like, yeah, I did ayahuasca in the jungle and it opened up my third eye, and like I really so like I feel like that.
Maybe you have to keep watching. We don't have enough.
No, you have to keep watching. It's actually crazy, and tonight's episode is gonna be nuts too because it's everyone crying. But yeah, should we do Get Stumped?
Yeah.
Do you have anything more to talk about?
Not really.
Just that I'm gonna miss you when I'm gone.
I know I'm gonna miss you so much, and it's so weird because literally we talk about this too. But like I could see you every single day, and like I don't see you for one day, and I genuinely do.
Kelly and I's texts are like, "Hey, I'm thinking of you." No, but it's sad, and I'll miss you a lot.
It is funny, but it's just funny because when someone's in your life every day, and then you go like one day without them, it feels off. Like I literally feel like a withdrawal.
Yeah.
Even if like sometimes it's like we'll have conversations where we literally are saying nothing, like we're just sitting next to each other.
Those are the
it's
best.
More like
though.
a presence, yeah. Like it's just like one hand on top of your hand.
If you don't have a friend that you can't. If you have a friend where you can't like sit in a room in silence and like scroll on your phone, then I really hope you find that friend because it's the best thing ever. It's just like being in the presence is fulfilling and there's no pressure and you're a great friend.
You're a great friend.
All of a sudden we're like, ah.
These are classic moves that like my dad specifically does, but I think that like all dads in general. Like I think this goes with dad core. Like he'll fart and then he'll say like, anyone hear those ducks? And I wrote like a bunch of stuff like that. Does your dad not do that?
Why?
My dad like literally like in my house
like,
and he's like, oh, that's what happens when we moved closer to the water.
I was like going along with, oh yeah, dad's fart, but like comparing them to ducks is like crazy to me.
Oh, okay.
Ducks?
Yeah.
Ducks
like
quack?
Yeah. And it sounds like.
What does it sound like? That's a goose. What the hell?
I don't know. He's always like,
no, my dad will be like a baby. He'll fart and be like, yummy.
If my dad did that, I'd be like, go take a lap, Dad. Go take a freaking lap.
No, it's more my mom rips. Okay, like this. They're going to be like, what the fuck? This is what you're talking about on your podcast? No, what's more like my mom rips a big one and she just starts cracking up. We're a farting household.
Oh my God.
And I fart around my friends, significant other. I could not hold the fart.
We're a farting podcast because apparently we talk about it a lot. So
no, I farted in front of
my
him.
mom will
like
not.
A month
I don't think I've ever heard my mom audibly fart.
What?
No.
That's crazy.
So another thing, like my dad, he wears every undershirt he wears for like undershirt period. Always has an undershirt on.
Undershirt on, like, what do you mean?
Like an undershirt under his polo, an undershirt under his t-shirt, an undershirt. Like he has.
Sounds like tactile
he
issues.
always wears undershirts. They always have holes in them.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd be like, my dad too.
No, I don't. I think my dad wears an undershirt under like a button down.
Okay.
But that's
great.
sort of it.
You know what? It might have been a weight thing for my dad.
This is so mean.
He'll call me every single one of my siblings' names for me.
Oh yeah,
Like Brendan, Bridget.
My
Aaron.
dad does that too.
Yeah,
Bean, Mads, Rye.
Like, sometimes like I genuinely laugh, and then sometimes I'm like, it's not funny. What's my name?
Oh, of course. You're like, now say it right.
Okay, for his birthday, or just like dad's birthday in general, I feel like every gift we get him revolves around grilling, golf, or it's liquor.
Yes, and not liquor for me because my dad doesn't really drink liquor. However, it's always like a work in the yard hat. Oh, he's like, great, another pair of swim trunks.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, every time for Christmas, oh, Target zip up. Like he has 1,000 zip ups.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because we never know what to get him. And it's sad because he's my dad's a good gift giver.
I know. But then I asked my dad, like, what do you want? He's like, I don't want you to spend your money on me. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you want for
No,
your
meanwhile, my
birthday,
dad's
huh?
like, you see that boat? If I don't have that.
You try and be like creative, like monogram his mitt for the oven. We'll get him like a golf speaker that like tracks where his ball's gonna be hit. But we'll do like
I
I
thought
don't know,
my
like
dad would probably-
entertainment stuff, like I know like he wants to see Sting and Billy Joel, but no, Billy Joel's not perform.
Yeah,
anyway, but like
it's
stuff
hard.
like that.
Yeah, like one time my sister tried to get my dad with these she was like, oh, her company was giving away like US Open tickets. And she was like, Dad, we're going to go. And it was literally like
No.
the top row of the stadium. My dad like sat in the seat and stood up and like hit his head on like the lights above the stadium. And he was busting her balls so bad, being like, oh, it's greatest view. I wish I brought my glasses. Like he couldn't see shit. He was like, I don't even want to go.
Classic. That's like classic dads too. Like they just like they give you like the best experiences and opportunities.
we're just
and then,
trying.
like you give it to them back, and it's
Like I literally got my dad a variety of pretzels for Father's Day.
Maddie.
Like my sister was like, oh,
Were
I
they,
think we
like,
should
cool
go in on this. Yeah, they
pretzels
were like
or-
a cool thing.
Oh, okay.
We split it. It was like 60
I thought you meant
bucks.
like the pack where it's like sticks, the butter, or the regular. I'm like,
No, but
you
I-
freaking did it.
But I also, on top of that, sent him a workout in the yard hat for fishing that has 2 fans in the thing. So it
yes,
cools
I
him
saw
down.
that was a cool gift.
So-
that was definitely a cool gift. I'm trying to think of the coolest gift I got my dad. Like, man,
It's
coming
kinda
up with a blank,
sad.
so it's really sad. Right
Well, once
now.
I make enough
An
money,
air
I'll get him
fryer.
like something big. Like I really have
Yeah.
a dream of getting my parents like a goat.
I know what my dad wants for his ultimate dream gift, but it's expensive.
What?
He wants his teeth like professionally whitened. And I'm like, Dad, we got to get on that because how long are
Why
we
is it-
going to have those teeth? I don't know. They're going to fall out
Or
when
his
we get
teeth
older.
really yellow?
He drinks a lot of coffee. They're not like yellow per se, but
You know
I
what
understand what he says. My mom's are very white.
You know
so
what
it
it
makes
right
comparison.
might be the red wine.
It could definitely be the red one. Or like my dad told me, like, what do you want? And he's like, for you to clean your own room. Or like
Wait,
a
he
new pair of
cleans it?
socks. No, like he doesn't. But just like, so your room's always clean, so your mom's not
Yeah,
yelling.
it's always something
I'm like,
like
"Oh,
that.
damn you."
So your mom's not yelling?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, here's another thing. Confidently believes he can fix anything in our house and never needs assistance. Like there's a problem out back, electricity, plumbers, whatever, and like he will tackle it first, and then like, oh, what happens? Oh, okay, like a month later, it's still not working. It's actually worse now. We have to call someone. It's more expensive than it ever was.
My dad like can fix a lot of things, so I feel like he doesn't do that. But some of the shit, like nitty gritty shit, like I'm pretty sure I remember my dad was like, I hate plumbing. Like he'll call in like a plumber, or maybe he can do plumbing. He can do electric. He can do a lot, and I think that's when what I also look for. Not that I'm looking, but like I think it's attractive when a guy like knows how to like put up a 2x4 and like fix the electric.
100%. And also too, I'm not calling my dad attractive, but he is very handy around the house, and like something to hype him up, because I feel like that, like I said that in like a negative tone, but he's can.
like great, can't fix a house, fart, and never get good gifts. Great.
Yeah, you're living the life, Dad. He can, like, I feel like I'll go to him for like when we were talking about when we were with like Ben and them, and we were like, oh, we just ask you any question, like, oh, like how do cactuses grow?
Love
I think I
that.
asked my dad all those questions, and he genuinely knows all the answers. Like he's
My
just like
dad-
an index.
My
of
dad has a
life.
lot of useless
Yeah.
facts that come into play when I'm like, well, when was the
Yeah.
this isn't that?
Like my dad, like he's my accountant. He is my financial advisor. Like, I feel like he like
That's nice.
does like so many, like, oh, I need a recipe. Like call Dad.
yeah,
Like,
that's your dad definitely knows that. My dad fucking if my dad's on dinner duty, he's bacon, egg, and cheese all day.
hey, bacon and cheese hits.
he rocks a ham and egger.
Okay, there's more things I had. Always in control of the remote. Like my dad's always in charge of it in our house. And like, and he's like not even control of it. Like he's the master. Like, it's like, oh, let Dad run the remote. Like, because like he knows how to master like in between commercials. Like he has the channels that he'll go in between, and like he times it right, and he knows how to like.
Wow.
Is
No.
your dad just not like
No.
in our house? Like it's an
I
assigned
take the
role.
remote. I'm like, let me have the remote. My dad can't even see. He's like, let me put my glasses on. Like, push the remote
Oh
this
my
far
God.
away.
Oh, that's another one I had in the restaurant. My dad's always wearing my mom's reading glasses and
Yes.
always has the flashlight on his phone like this. And I'm like,
Always.
you can't bring your own reading glasses. You have to wear like the bright pink jumbo cat eye tortoise.
Well, that's crazy that your mom has bright pink jumbo cacti tortoise. Because my mom and dad could simultaneously swap glasses. But I also believe that some restaurants need to make their fucking lighting brighter. I can't even see in some of the restaurants.
I know they do, and like it's trying to be like a little vibe, but it's a little too vibe. Okay,
But I think that how many more do you have? 'Cause I think
I'll roll through quick. Okay, I'm just gonna read them. I won't react. He always parallel parks or backs into a parking spot. Can never pull straight forward. Like he's always like showing off a little like card trick. He's never sleeping. His eyes are just always resting.
What?
He always has cash on him, which is elite. He's
Oh,
got a
that's
personal
great.
ATM. Let's see. Takes care of the leftovers really well. Like if we ever have.
You're so niche. Okay.
Like really, why did I think every dad was like this?
My dad takes care of leftovers though. He washes the dishes and like puts the things in the Tupperwares.
Okay. Snores so loud that like in high school, like that's how like I would like in the morning, like I would hear it.
My
And
dad
it would like
snores really
shake
bad.
my room. And I'd be like,
Shake the room is crazy.
yes. And I lived across the hall. Always pronounces words wrong. That's a classic guy. Chipotle, any friends' names. He always says OP top.
Oh yeah, like does he not remember your friends' names in like 12 years? Yeah,
And
my
I'm
dad
like,
too.
yep, Dad, like you actually probably wiped her little brother's butt and you don't know her name. He takes really serious selfies. Like whenever like, oh, like let's see your outfit. He's always like the most serious selfie.
I don't think my dad's ever taken a selfie in his life.
If anyone, we're out in public and anyone has like a label, like a tag label, name tag.
Tag label.
If anyone has a name tag, he will guarantee
Call them
refer
by
to
their
them
name.
by their name, and not just say it once in the
Same.
sentence. It will be said like probably 3 times. Like someone's helping you on the elevator to the airport, like Harold. Thank you so much, Harold, for escorting us on.
Yeah,
here.
so the waitress is like, thanks so much, Katie.
Yep.
Totally agree.
And
My
then
dad
that
does
tags onto it. Guaranteed line. We hated all the food, but our plates are cleared.
Yeah. No, my dad's always going to banter with the waitress and waitresses too.
Okay, I have like 2 more. He's always working on his golf swing, no matter where we are, what time of year it is. I always look over in the sky in public. We're at the doctor's office, we're in the wine store. We're there.
It's kind of like when the basketball players in high school like dodge the garbage
Yes,
can.
like he's always working on his golf swing. He uses his middle finger to point at like whenever he's on his phone, he's like, oh, like look at this, and it's always his middle finger on the menu. Always his middle finger.
That's a little. My dad doesn't do that. Is that the last one?
Okay, yeah. The last one, the last 2 I have is he's the best packer of all time. He's really good at
now
packing.
they're getting really broad. And he's a great packer, baby. My dad packs. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Like my dad if we're going on a long trip, he's gonna put the food thing here. He's gonna put this suitcase here. He like
He's like Jenga master.
yeah, he knows how to pack really well, and that's not a skill that a lot of men have. Like I know a guy who can't pack at all. He gets really stressed.
See, like I feel like that's just like a dad job. Like the car's always packed perfectly. Everything just fits. There's air suction.
Because that's our dad's rule.
Yeah. Oh wait,
That was our dad segment. That was our dad. That was our dad segment. We went through a lot on this episode today. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope you guys subscribe.
Really, get
and
stumped.
listen. Oh, but now we have to do get stumped. Sorry.
If you had to go on Love Island right now, who would you couple up with?
Like taking into account the girls that are with them, because I would feel bad.
No, don't take into account.
Oh,
this.
okay.
Just whoever based on your choice. I'll tell you who not. Jeremiah.
I couple up with Nick. He's just like so goofy and like kind of, even though those pimples, get him figured out. But I would definitely like his goofiness, and I think he's just like hot.
Okay, I would probably do Austin because I think he's funny and
they're like friends.
yeah, and then we could be friends.
I hope we'd be friends. Awesome.
What's the worst men's clothing trend?
I saw a funny take that this girl said on TikTok, being like, "Can we bring back pants like all like not athletic tech pants or not like swishy joggers that don't have a waistband, like chino pants, or like no one wears pants anymore." But that's not a trend. I don't know what's like a big trend right now.
I'll tell you something. This is probably an unpopular opinion, but I don't like when guys wear Timberlands in the summer or in the spring. I think that like it doesn't make sense practical wise, and I don't know why you're putting yourself through that.
I could see that. Maybe like
But it's trendy.
I don't mind
so.
flip flops on a guy. Maybe
Oh, not
pants.
at all. Let it wear
Pants
flip-flops.
and flip flops. I don't really like.
I don't mind pants. and flip-flops.
What about you, Dev?
I'd agree with that. I don't like pants and flip flops.
Okay.
What about a cut-off sweatshirt? What about a cut-off,
Or,
like
like,
no
there was
sleeves?
an
What about a
intern who-
sleeveless sweatshirt?
Yeah, sleeveless sweatshirt, not a big fan. There was an intern
I
who
don't
like
mind them.
only wore athletic. Like he was wearing like on clouds, Lulu pants, Lulu, like just that whole like athletic, like branch out a little bit.
Sideward
Find some
caps.
street style.
Not for me. Sideward hat.
Sideward hat, done.
This is a personal. I'm not like super into like the I was gonna say like a preppy, like a Sperry.
It depends, because at the beach, like kind of a Sperry look could go. Maybe like sport glasses. Like I don't like those.
Oh, the ski glasses.
Pit Vipers.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I like those for a
don't like
casual brunch day.
I
If you're
don't-
gonna go play ball, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like a huge chain, like a big one.
I
On
like
a
when
guy.
it's like tucked in.
Like I like a tucked in, nice, small one, but a big one. I'm like, what are you doing?
I looked up oversized fits. I like that. Sorry. Sustainable
She's like-
looks.
Yeah, I feel like we named
Yeah.
some good ones.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the ability to run at 100 miles per hour or fly at 10 miles per hour?
10 miles an hour would be probably run at the
No,
100,
run
100 all
100.
day, baby. I want to get there, especially with my late trajectory. If I was running late,
You
I'm
could
like,
run 100 miles per hour.
I'd be on
I
time.
don't even know who you'd be.
I would be the fastest runner in the world. That's what I'd be.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. If you could fly, you couldn't win anything in like the Olympics.
Well, you would be
or
flying
anything.
and then seeing all the cars
If you
being faster
ran
than you.
100, okay, but if you flew, do you think you could be in the NFL or anything like that?
Yes, 100%. You're crazy to not pick flying. In every
Really?
way. Yeah, 100%.
Go overseas.
But you're only
But you
going
could,
10
if
miles
you're
per
100 miles an hour, you could run on
How
water.
long would it take
Could
you
you?
to go?
You could do
How long would it
whatever
take you
you
to go
want.
to Europe 10 miles
Flying
per hour?
10 miles an hour is
Let's
like
see.
nothing.
It's what, like 5,000 miles?
Think about it. You're going 300 miles an hour to Europe and it takes 8 hours. Imagine how far it would.
What about going up? You could get to the top of Mount Everest in like 15
I
minutes.
have no interest. No interest for that. You could run on water at 100 miles an hour. For
No,
sure.
I know.
They said
yeah.
like it's estimated that at 70 miles per hour you can run on water.
Imagine a shark sees that. They're like, damn.
It would take about to fly to Rome at 10 miles per hour. It would take 17 days.
Ben's in the air. He's like,
you better pack a backpack full of snacks and water, my friend.
But like you could win every Olympic medal, like long jump. You just like jump
Yeah.
and then float.
Okay, so that's why I chose running, because I was seeing it more in that sense of practicality. Like I could do more with running 100 miles per hour, like in sports and in
they
traveling.
wouldn't let you compete if they knew.
Yeah, but a cat stuck in a tree and you're just gonna like run up there. No, you fly.
The only thing is your 100 miles per hour stamina wise. Do you have stamina? Like how long can my 100 miles per hour? Because if I could just run at 100 miles per hour for hours on end, then I'm going to Florida.
Well, that's what it sounds like. Because imagine how little energy it would take to like run from here to home. 100 miles an hour would take 1 minute.
You
I think we'd have to
You would
assume-
have to put every single part of your body on.
No, because Dash
full
Dash is
times
like
blast.
throwing up deuces as he's running 100.
Like try and just pump your one arm really fast.
The fastest that Usain Bolt ever ran was 27.33 miles per hour.
What?
So that's 4 times.
That is so fast that a human can run that.
I know. How fast do you think you could run?
5 miles an hour? Oh, is that slow?
Yeah, you could hit like 12, 13,
Oh, lit.
15.
Okay, yeah. Like
Yeah.
my best shape, 17
Have
miles
you
an
ever
hour.
read past the speedometer?
No.
Like on the road?
Yes, but like it doesn't really work.
Yeah, me too. It only works when a car was also driving by.
Hell yeah. And that, it was the last Get Stumped. And that was our episode today. We went through it a lot. Thanks for, hanging with us
Chatting
from
with
student
us.
athlete talk to our ideal and
Yeah.
nightmare TV families. We love you guys. We love your support. We hope everyone has a great rest of your week. And where you are in life, you're meant to be there and own your slot in everything you do. And find a best friend.
Find a best friend, jump in that slot, and do it all.
And we love you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.